In a simple, working-class neighborhood lives a young man named Almighty, known to everyone for his kindness and good manners, despite the difficult life that surrounded him from all sides. He was cultured and full of ambition, always striving to do good and extend a helping hand to those in need. However, his life was not going as he had hoped, as if everything were against him. Wherever he turned, doors were shut, and every step he took toward success collided with an invisible barrier. The problems Almighty faced were not ordinary, they resembled a hidden war. Sometimes, he felt that there were unseen forces lurking, planting obstacles in his path, trying to prevent him from reaching his dreams. These forces were none other than the devils among humans and jinn, who had long recognized that this young man carried an inner light that could illuminate the lives of many if given the chance. They feared his latent power, and so they sought in every way to fill his life with hurdles. Despite this, Almighty was remarkably patient. Whenever calamities intensified, he turned to God, relying on his deep faith and certainty that relief was near. He didn't allow despair to seep into his heart. Rather, he saw every problem as a lesson and an opportunity for growth. He would always tell himself, no matter how long the night, the light of day must shine. The devils among humans and jinn tried to affect every aspect of his life. They hindered his work, spread rumors about him, and brought fake people into his life to deceive him and increase his suffering. But they could not touch him directly, for God's protection surrounded him. The more they schemed, the stronger his faith and resolve grew, as if the trials were polishing his soul, making him more powerful and steadfast. One night, while Almighty was sitting in his room, praying to God with a broken heart, he suddenly felt an inner peace envelop him. He began to realize that this hidden war was nothing more than a test of his patience and faith, and that victory comes only to those who remain steadfast. From that moment, his life began to change. The obstacles that had blocked his path started to vanish, and he began to see a light shining on the horizon. True friends appeared in his life. His small projects began to thrive, and those who had plotted against him found themselves drowning in their own schemes. Despite all that he had gone through, Almighty never lost his trust in God. He believed that every night has an end and that relief comes to those who are patient and faithful. Thus, Almighty became a symbol of hope and perseverance, proving that light can always triumph over darkness, no matter how thick it may be.